Welcome, Leo, to your June 30th reading through July 4th. Hope your friends are doing great out there. If your friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on. Sorry these are late, guys. I couldn't get the end of the month going completely because I was out and about on my anniversary retreat. So, yes, let's see what is going on with you. Best message. Talking about that firm foundation. I love it. We're talking about the firm foundation. This is talking about that root chakra of finding the vitality and the stability within your life. Really wanting to climb that mountain. Really moving that mountain. Okay. So, love that. This is talking about working towards establishing a solid foundation in the material world. Using your good judgment and heeding lessons from the past concerning financial matters to assist you in layering the firm groundwork. This is going to give you a better chance in building your future as well, my friends, right? Because you're really moving those mountains. So really pumping up your prosperity, really getting ready to receive what you're really going after, but also really putting in, a lot of flexibility, but yet tightness to the situation as well. So, if you're really saving money, this is the time to really save money. But it does feel like a lot of you have already been really saving the money, but also feeling like you're flexible in other areas as well. So that way you're not getting so overwhelmed with too much, holding on to too much money within a savings area for some of you, right? That you're actually allowed to, spend what you want to spend, but yet be able to pay what you need to pay, right? Okay, so that's a good thing. That's a very good sign. Okay, let's see what's going on. Clarifying on this firm foundation. Getting out of mental conflict. So yeah, there's no more mental conflict because you know exactly where the victory and success is actually leading you. Really being able to see that, feel that for you, really coming into July, having the prosperity begins. And that's, where you're going to feel like everything's really becoming fruitful for you. Having partnerships and alliances, and also feeling like maybe there are people supporting you in the situation. I like that, right? And this is where it's really keeping the power going within yourself. Instead of having a power struggle with a partner or an alliance or anyone in this area right now, you feel like they're actually on your side. I love that. And yes, nurturing the situation. So I like that. So whoever's around you that's really keeping you motivated with the power over here. It could be this Libra, it could be a Leo, and it also could be an Aquarius. It's really showing you how you're moving and where you're going. Got these new cards that we're going to bring out over here. Yeah, finding that pathway and keeping yourself in the pathway. So it's almost like I'm not really in any kind of anxiety in the beginning of the month. Towards this very end of the month to the beginning of the month, because you now know that the pathway that you're on doesn't have really any obstacles on it, as you've already kind of jumped the hoops over here getting to where you are. It doesn't mean you won't run into any logs in the road down the road. It just means that right now it seems very smooth, very clear, and clearly knowing exactly where you're going. And where you're going straight towards this wealthiness, wanting to be this wealthy man. Wealth comes in so many different ways. It doesn't have to be just money in itself. It's the abundance of the understanding that the victory is down this path and that this is where my firm foundations are really going. And having the prosperity begins on that is the expectation, because you're keeping your expectations high, but not so high enough to where it's going to actually kind of like blow out your tire type of situation. You understand what I'm saying? Or blow you out, make you too tired, overdoing it. Right? We don't want to have our expectations so high that if it doesn't go our way, then it kind of, you know what I mean? It lets us down. So the expectation of this situation is exactly where it's supposed to be, my friends, to get this prosperity done, right? So there is a message coming through from this partner or alliance, and but this is a very encouraging one. I love that because it gets rid of any despair that you may still be holding on to about the situation. So whatever this message is that they're telling you come the beginning of the month is definitely going to be for your better good. I love that. It could be from this very mature man. Doesn't have to be a man, but it is definitely someone who is in more of a controlling factor of discipline and more dominant, right? So when we see the man, we think dominance. So they're really putting the dominance down. It could literally be a mom, it definitely could be that dominance. But it's definitely talking about the good fortune that is coming over here. So let's just grab another card over here and see exactly what's going on. Just kind of pulling to see what it says between the partnerships and the power is definitely the clarity, the understanding. So when this person is coming through, really showing of this great fortune and bringing in this message, it's definitely going to catch your attention. And definitely going to allow you to see clearly the picture before you, knowing that you really are climbing the mountain over here for this new beginning of what's going on. So that's very good, right? And it's bringing in this beautiful new beginning that you're going to be able to see coming straight at you. So grabbing a few tarot cards over here, let's see what's going on. So it's the third eye chakra on the new beginnings. Definitely not feeling like you have anything that you have to surrender to or being pushed into a corner for anything. So, and that's good though, because that's saying the mental conflict is completely gone now, because now you're completely aware of what the surrounding is. So you don't have to worry about that mental conflict coming back with the Ace of Coins. So there's a lot of hope and promise in whatever this message is that's coming through you, or excuse me, to you. It might even be through you as well, meaning coming to you. And then as you perceive it and look at it, you get this light bulb. And then it's hopes and promises. So it definitely could be 2 in 1. But it's definitely about the Ace of Cups over here. Because it's going to be this new beginning of this hopeful outcome that is, going to push you to want to take on this new risk, to take on this new adventure, whatever this is, right? And so that's very good. And, you're going to feel very calm and very simplistic about the situation. So it's definitely going to make you feel more hum-ho. No anxieties are going to have to take place anymore about this situation, because once this message comes through, like I said, it's pushing you to this new beginning. And it's something because it's concluding one area of your life that okay, that's done. It's over with. So my expectations can actually take off. And then they're actually being met. So, yeah, that's the greatest part of this whole story, is that the expectations I had about this going my way are actually being met. So, yeah, whatever path you just put yourself on has definitely seen its way to this new beginning, with the 6 of Coins over here, which is saying, because now they're giving you what you want, but it also feels like, because I put so much hard work into this situation, right? And it's opening up all these new doors. And it's also going to open up new communications as well with the 7 of Cups. You might even find yourself at the beginning of the month multitasking a lot, between now and the 4th, maybe trying to get little things done, right? So you might find that, but I'm busy doing this and doing that and doing this. But it's also going to open up these new doors so that, once you get all of those concluded, you can just kind of finalize everything and put all your P's and Q's together and then just run right at this. Wow, love it. Okay, let's see what's going on. These new cards for the information is cooperation instead of competition. And that could be a huge thing, right? So always remember that if you know that feels like somebody might even be competing with you to get to a certain place, maybe you're trying to compete for a promotion. Maybe this is a promotion, but for some of you, somebody is trying to compete with you about this situation. So there's that card there. Don't worry about them, right? And face your financial fears, because everything is coming to an end and a finalization within this area of your life, right? So make sure that you're paying really good attention to what's going on around you as you're waiting for this message. Some of you might have already received this message, and now you're just putting all those little things in a row, kind of your ducks in a row over here. Okay, until next time, my friends. Peace and love. Bye-bye.